What's up, and welcome back to the Jeremy G Show. This is episode number 4, I believe, and today's question comes from Danny. Thank you so much, Danny, for submitting the question. The question is, what keeps you up at night? And to be honest, a lot of things. But recently I've been doing a lot more writing. So I think that writing things down definitely gets it out of your head. But I still have trouble falling asleep oftentimes, and I don't think Danny knew that, but still a good question. So let's dive right in. So first thing that keeps me up at night is something that I can't really control at all. It's just the death of my family and friends. I think living abroad also has to do with that. I feel a little bit guilty. Right now I'm living in Vietnam, and I do love my family and I miss them a lot, but I feel like I would feel so much worse if something bad were to happen and I wasn't in the States to be there, and it's irrational fear, and there's really nothing I can do about it. Thinking about it doesn't make the chance that anything's gonna happen go down. But it's definitely something that bothers me and keeps me up at night sometimes. But overall, I try to control it and try to be aware of those thoughts, and just remind myself that thinking about it doesn't change the outcome. I can't control it through my thoughts. What I can do is express gratitude and keep in touch with them and make sure that they feel loved and they know how I feel. So that's one thing. Another thing keeps me up at night is not living up to my potential. And maybe you can relate to this as well, but I feel like I have some momentum going for me, but it goes up and down, and sometimes I feel like I'm onto something and it's going great, but other times I feel like I'm just so far from where I want to be, and that scares me. The fact that right now I'm 24 years old and I know where I want to be. Actually, I don't know where I want to be, and that keeps me up at night because I'm not sure I know what I love to do. I know what I've done and what I enjoy and what I want to do more of. I have a lot of ideas and goals for myself, but how to get there is what keeps me up at night. And falling short of my potential also keeps me up at night. I'm scared to go backwards. I think that progress is happiness. So anytime I feel like I'm slow, every time I feel like I'm weak, I don't drink alcohol. And don't get me wrong, I love getting wasted. It's like fun, I know. But the next day, I just feel like crap. And the hangovers are so bad that I've stopped drinking, because that keeps me up at night when I feel hungover and I feel like I'm not making progress towards my goals. Because I think it's a normal thing to be a little bit scared about your future and not know what's gonna happen. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that it's not about making progress and setting goals and getting to them as much as it is about just being okay with the fact that you don't know what's going to happen, and you're just taking this journey one day at a time, and you have an idea of where you want to go, but sometimes that destination changes and you never really know when it's going to change. So when I catch myself thinking about that, I try to just put in an actionable step in the way, something that I can feel proud of. Something that I know that by doing that I accomplish something and I make progress towards my goals. So if I'm getting super anxious about not having a big enough blog or YouTube channel, I just think to myself, okay, what can I do to get there? And then I write down some ideas, start recording some videos, etc. And doing that in itself lets that anxiety get out of me and allows me to sleep better at night. But still, there's no, I guess I haven't found a solution quite yet to conquer all those doubts and worries, because I just think I'm so ambitious, and people see that, and I'm super ambitious. I tell people about what I want to do, all my goals. I want to inspire millions. I want to have 7 figures, not on my bank account, but on my YouTube channel and in my email list. Like, I really want to make an impact worldwide. And when I tell people that, they're excited and their eyes light up. They're like, "Holy shit, are you serious?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm serious. But when I go to sleep and I, see one comment on my YouTube video, it makes me think like, oh my gosh, I've got so far to go, and that's overwhelming. When you've got such a big goal and you don't know how to get there, or you know how to, take the first couple steps, but the mountain you want to climb is just far in the distance, and you're not sure exactly which route to take, but you know it's there, and you can recognize it. That's something that keeps me up at night. But I'm still working on it, and sometimes I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's okay. It's okay to be a little bit scared. I think if your dreams aren't scaring you, then maybe you need to dream bigger. Because if your goals are low-hanging fruit and it's easy to attain, then it's not going to be worth the journey. You're going to give up easily if it's not something that's massive, something that scares you, something that lights up your friends' eyes when you tell people about it, or even strangers when you're meeting at a party. Something that's exciting, that most people aren't used to hearing. Another thing that keeps me up at night is just having too many ideas. I have ADD, as I was told growing up. I'm not sure if I believe in that phrase, but I'm going to leave that for now. But I have so many ideas. I write 10 ideas every morning. As a songwriter, I have a lot of songs ideas, some parody ideas, blog post ideas, video ideas, just random time-lapse ideas. It's just like so much going on in my head, and I find that when I don't write it down, it starts to consume me, and I get a little bit anxious because it's like too many thoughts going on and too many ideas, and I don't have an outlet to get them out of my system. So one thing I've realized recently, that one thing that causes anxiety for me is when I have a high level of input and ideas. So lots of new information, I'm reading blogs, I'm meeting people, I'm writing stuff down, and I'm getting a lot of input. That's great, but if I'm not getting enough output, it makes me anxious. So this happens a lot when I'm on vacation, or I was at this business conference just talking to people, getting all these ideas. It happens a lot when I'm just inspired and then I don't follow up. If I get an idea Sunday and I take action on Monday, then it's great. I'm excited. I maintain that motivation. But when I get an idea Sunday, then I get another idea Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, get all these ideas, and then I never take action, that's when I find that it really gets to my mind and it starts consuming me, and I start thinking, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna forget these ideas. I have way too many. What's going on? I gotta write things down, take it one step at a time, and then I'm good. But having too many ideas definitely keeps me up at night. And yeah, that's I guess the major thing that keep me up at night. I'll be honest, actually, another thing that keeps me up is just relationships and marriage and having children. That really scares me. It's something I'm working on, and I've actually talked to a lot of really cool older men who have families, they have wives, they have kids, and they still live a rocking life. They still travel, they do what they love. It just scares me to know that what I think is important now in my life, for me, that's traveling, business, relationships, yoga, music, doing things I love, writing, etc. And it just really scares me to think that after having kids, your priorities change. And all of a sudden you have this kid, and I know it's amazing, I'm sure, but it just scares me, the fact that like everything I ever know right now is going to change once I have kids, because that's going to be my priority. And I'm pretty sure I want to have children, but it scares the hell out of me, and it keeps me up at night, which is horrible because I don't want to have kids for the next at least 10 years, probably 20. But that's definitely one thing that keeps me up at night. So I would love to hear back from you guys. Can you relate to this? I hope this makes sense. I hope this helps. If it does, please subscribe. You can subscribe for more videos. I'm coming out with a video every single week, The Jeremy G Show, and you can sign up on my email list as well for exclusive information and blog posts and other things like that. But I'm gonna get back to being a normal customer at this cafe, and I'll talk to you soon. So please subscribe.
It's time.